What a day it was yesterday. Who was actually thinking, is this going to ever stop? These red candles just kept on coming and coming and coming. But one thing I did notice, the altcoins didn't react too bad to it. I thought, oh, yeah, we're going to get some of the altcoins dropping down by 10, 15, 20% or something like that. But no, it didn't. They held up quite well because the Bitcoin dominance started to come down and people are getting hype about the Ethereum ETF, which could be coming potentially maybe this summer, all we know. But we can see here, Bitcoin at the moment is sitting at around about $43,100. And Ethereum is at 2,551 and still up on the 7-day of 14%. And look at the market cap. It hasn't really changed that much. It's still 1.69 trillion. And the greed has come down now to around about 63. So overall, the markets is not too bad. I just think what's happened is we've got Bitcoin hitting like a local top of 49,000. We're coming down a bit. Could we come down to 38,000? Of course we could. But, I'm happy. I'm not worried about that or anything like that, because if Bitcoin can hold the line now, or even if it drops down to 38,000 and sticks between 38,000 and where we are now at 43,000 and just goes quite a sideways, choppy sideways, and Ethereum starts pumping up, and you will start to see some of the alts starting to get a bit more momentum again, start picking up again. That's what I'm thinking personally, but that's only my personal opinion. That I just think we've just sort of hit like a local top, and I think what happened yesterday was a little bit of a multiple of very different things. And we can see here on Cointelegraph, Bitcoin price dropped by 7% on January 12th, despite the market excitement over the recent spot ETF inflows. Yeah, I think it's basically maybe a little bit of sell the news. It was like, yeah, we got that Bitcoin ETF, and a day or so later, people started to take profits. Whales starting to take profits as well. And I think it's also to bear in mind, we're not that far away from that. The Bitcoin halving. So all these miners are starting to sell off now. Just because, like I said, it says here, the Bitcoin miners outflows hit a 6-year high as more than 1 billion worth of Bitcoin is sent to exchanges. Yeah, because it's only like it says here, miners might feel the pressure to sell some of their holdings, given that the halving is less than 100 days away. So that could be one of the results as well. And I think a lot of the leverage at the moment has been, has been flushed out a little bit as well. So that's obviously come down. But we could see here that we've got Anthony Scaramucci saying, he says, grayscale ETF sales help fuel Bitcoin decline. Will take a few days to clear out. The Kavu, which is an old Navy expression, look it up. And then Francis Wong here from CRO says, Kavu, ceiling and visibility unlimited. Learned something new today. And I've learned that as well. Basically, he's just saying it is basically short term, yeah, we get these drops down, but look up. The sky's the limit. Because don't forget, this Bitcoin ETF is really, really new, and it's going to take time for money to flows in. It doesn't, some people think as soon as this ETF gets approved, we're going to $100,000 in Bitcoin. It just ain't going to happen that way. Things like this take time. And it can get a bit more into it here. This was on Bloomberg. Scaramucci says grayscale ETF sales help decline. And then plus it says here, FTX bankruptcy estate is unloading tokens, says Skybridge. So basically, Bitcoin declined since the start of trading exchange trading funds. The hold of cryptocurrency was driven by sales of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares, according to Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci. There seems to be a lot of selling off Grayscale, Scaramucci said during a Bloomberg television interview. The hedge fund manager his trading desk noted that holders of the shares, which were converted from the trust this week when the US Securities Exchange Commission signed off on the ETFs, were selling to book loss and shifting to a lower fee alternative. Selling on Bitcoin products to buy another should not impact Bitcoin price, said Zach Pendorf, Grayscale's managing director of research. The potential approval of spot Bitcoin ETF has been a topic of conversation since Grayscale's court victory last summer. Following the sharp run-up Bitcoin valuation, it's natural to see some profit taking anti-assets, and I do not blame them, because we're going to get whales, and just retail like us are going to take some profits off, put it in a bank, and then basically maybe wait to see if we get a bigger pullback, and then start putting that money into into Ethereum or into the lower altcoins. And this Chris Burnsick, who's basically he's worked for ARK Invest, ready to be wrong here, but looking around the froth, I can't help but wonder if there will be reminiscence of the Coinbase IPO, a momentous event that caused many expect much higher afterwards, but instead that was the top for a couple of quarters. Maybe it is, maybe all that we're building up to that halving now. But maybe there's momentum building up as also for the Ethereum ETF, because we know Larry Fink of BlackRock has been talking about that next one is the Ethereum ETF. So is that why we see here that the Ethereum is still up at 14% and still starting to potentially move up? But like we've got like Miles here, which basically has said, did people really expect billions of dollars to instantly flow into the Bitcoin ETF? It was always going to be slow, yet continuous source of inflows into Bitcoin. Classic case of overestimating what can happen in the short term and underestimating what can happen in the long term. He's 100% right on this. You've got to zoom out. Short term, you're going to get profit takers. In this bull market, we're going to get profit takers. As we're shooting up, you're going to get people selling. And that's the way it is. You get people putting money in, buying crypto, then you get people taking profits. Because you will do. Especially people who bought at the top of Bitcoin and other coins. They might start taking, I'm in profit a bit now, I could start taking a bit. That's the way it is. You're going to have buyers and sellers. We need buyers, and we need sellers. We need buyers because you want to sell your tokens at some point. So, you know what I mean? You've got to have that. So, yeah, it's like I said. And then you've got like people like, if I can find it here somewhere. And we've got like Larry Fink here. When you've got people like him, who not long ago was calling Bitcoin scammy and it's for illicit activities and such like, and he's just changed his tune now. He's changed his tune. BlackRock CEO says Bitcoin is no different to what gold was for thousands of years. It's an asset that protects you. His change of tune. Yes, we have got some other companies who are saying they're not getting involved in this ETF. I'm not going to talk about them because they really do me head in. But yeah, it's, it's there. We've got the ETF. Let's start looking forward now. And I think people are taking profits out of Bitcoin and start putting it into like the Ethereums and maybe start putting it into other altcoins as well. Because one of the biggest areas I'm thinking of is the gaming. Gaming is really undervalued, and I really think gaming is going to be one of those big narratives for this bull market, and that's why I've been accumulating a lot. But then going on to like crypto.com, CRO. Yeah, I'm really am bullish on CRO. It's like, it's just one of those coins that just out of the blue will just pump. And I really do think during the 2024, maybe not short term at the moment, but it's building up. It's building up. And we're still, we're below the 9 cents. We're at just over 8 cents now. Is this a DCA opportunity? I really do think it could be. If you look at like I said, the sky's the limit. And you get these people saying, CRO's trash, but we've gone up. We're 2x up already. And we've got a long way to go. If this bull market is here, we can get a black swan event at any point. Do not get me wrong on that. We could get a black swan event. We could get like a major crash happen for some unknown reason. There's a lot of uncertainty, geopolitical issues. But at the moment, there's lots to look forward to. We've got the halving coming up. And then we all know after that halving, we normally get those pumps. We could even get it before that, because if all the sentiment is looking at Ethereum ETF, I really do feel like, some of that liquidity is going to start trickling down. As we know, people take profits off Bitcoin, it trickles down into the lower caps. And do not forget, we've got an event coming up. Chris, the CEO of crypto.com, is doing a live AMA, should I say. So can't wait for the live AMA with the Crow fam. Join us for a live AMA with co-founder and CEO Chris on Friday the 19th January at 2 o'clock SGT time and 06 o'clock UTC time. Submit your questions now. So if you've got any questions, I'll certainly put it forward to him. We'll answer as many as possible. So will he be like giving us some updates, some exciting updates regarding about new products coming to crypto.com? And hopefully he might, I'm hoping he might mention something about the UK, where I'm from, about getting some of these beautiful rewards that we see here, which other countries are getting. And unfortunately, in the UK, we aren't getting yet. But do not forget, it's worth watching, because like I said, you do not know what, and it can also impact the price. You do not know. We'll see what he comes out with. Well, I'm hoping we're getting some more nice reward, and hopefully it's coming to Europe and the UK too, because it's good to see nice rewards. I like to see those staking rewards come into my account. And that, so yeah, overall looking really good. And like I said, lots going on with crypto.com. They're always building, they're always doing something. And that, so we can have a look at Tectonic. Tectonic took a little bit of a, well, not too much of a beating really. We're only down like 2.46 on the day. So I scooped up a bit yesterday as we sort of bled out a little bit. I did scoop up a little bit because, like I said, I see the long-term future. And with a low cap, what Tectonic is only at $36 million. There's a long way to go, you know, because if you look at where we are now, look where we are from all time. You know, if we look here, on the Tectonic, we've got a support on this area here. And then we've got basically further support down, which is probably around about, if Bitcoin does really drop, then obviously to the next major support, we're around about 19%. But we've sort of like with Bitcoin at the moment, with Tectonic, we've sort of hit like a bit of a localish top here. But obviously this is a little bit of resistance. But if we could break through this resistance from here and basically come back up here and make a way up to the top here, I can't see how that's impossible. I really do think we're getting closer, or less than 100 days away from the Bitcoin halving. And like I said, if we get some good, if money starts flowing into Ethereum and it starts coming into the alt, and CRO starts pumping, and I expect like we're going to get Tectonic pumping as well. But like I said, we've got a bit of support here. We've got a bit of resistance to break through. I don't think it's impossible. I really am bullish. We've got an exciting 2024 and 2025 ahead of us. Like I said, we don't know if we're going to have a Black Swan event or something like that. That can just happen anytime. We do not know. You know, we're not mind readers. We can't see into the future. You know, everything I say, you know, is for entertainment purposes. Always do your own research. That's all I say. Have a risk management. See where you want to buy. See where you want to sell. Don't, you know, at the end of the day, do your own research. You know, Google it. Go on research and that. You know, but obviously, look, we could break through here. I don't think there's much, you know, we could break through that. It's not going to take much. There's not that much resistance, to be honest with you, and then break through and get to this more of this upward, which actually, let's have a quick look at that, which would be, from where we are now, would be a 55% uptick. And it's certainly not impossible to get it. But Tectonic, mega bullish. Crow, mega bullish. GameFi, mega bullish. And I still hold, like with Ethereum, I still hold like Ethereum. I bought Ethereum at $90. $90 I bought Ethereum, and I'm still holding it because I really think this bull market, Ethereum, could we get to $10,000? It's not impossible. I really do think it's a possibility, especially with this ETF maybe around the corner, and everything's still looking bullish. I'm bullish. We have our pullbacks. And like I said, before I end this video, always remember there's going to be big push-ups. There's going to be pullbacks. And if you're new to crypto, you got to get used to it. There's going to be these beautiful green candles, and you're going to want those green candles to go on and on and on and on and on. It ain't going to happen. There's going to be big pullbacks as well along the way. And this is even in the bull market. You're going to get big upticks and you're going to get pullbacks. More impulse waves up, pullbacks. You just got to get used to it. It's quite volatile. It's like people with this ETF. It's like, well, they bought the ETFs and now they've seen the volatility. So welcome to crypto. If you're new to crypto, have a plan. Don't come into crypto or any kind of investments without a plan. Have a strategy. Never put more money you're willing to lose. Never put life savings in. If you can't put food on the table, do not put money in crypto. Put food on the table. You know, And never, because in the last bull market, you saw people getting loans out, remortgaging their houses. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, if you earn money and you've got a bit of spare capital on the one side, you think, what can I do with that? Yeah, maybe put it in. Maybe put some of it in. You know, but there you go. I hope this video has been help. Have a great weekend. And like I said, don't worry about these red candles. We could dip further. We could go down to 38,000 or something like that. Be prepared. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.